Assume what? My grandmother couldn't read one letter. She was a die-hard tither. You come back from market and drop the tenth of our profit in a particular container. I was our accountant. And I asked her one day, what is this that you come to church every Sunday morning? Because early Sunday morning they do communion for all old people and preparing them for heaven. And she told me that is God's portion that makes the remainder meaningful. The most high-sounding line on tithing I had in my life. I wasn't saved when I heard it. She lived in affluence. She forgave all that owed her. She owed nobody. If an illiterate who couldn't read had just the preaching of the pastor and connected, you read, you had, have tape, it's on your phone, but you won't do it. It's everywhere around you. Now, we are all sitting there are many here who don't pay tithe. We don't take record here. It's between you and God. But when I see you struggling and struggling, I want to examine what may be wrong with you. At 300 naira a month, my tithe was acceptable to God. Access, equality of access. Quality of access. Will I ever give 300 naira in a service to Jesus? Never. I've left that stage longest time. 300 naira. He could slap me. By experience of my life. That was my monthly pay in this ministry as president and founder. Everything great starts small.
Yes, sir.
But you don't have to end small. So learn how to treat the small and nurture it. Everyone has a small beginning. Nobody's born a giant. People exercise themselves to gianthood. I told the church in the old church, I said, please stop putting your seed in envelopes because the time is coming when you can't lift your seed again. You are all there. How many can put their seed today naked? People will be tempted. Newcomers will be tempted. How can you leave this kind of thing up? And in no time, sir, somebody lifted his seed in the old church and somebody picked it. You remember?
Yes, sir.
How many remember here? He just boom. And I said at the time, I said, now, you don't learn how to give in checks. Because the time is coming where your envelope will not contain your seed. How many understand what I said? I've always seen this coming. So they are still where I led them. They heard me when I said it, but I didn't move them. Now, some offerings today cannot be contained in a check because check has limit. The good news is, by the encounter of today, your era of financial struggle is finally over. All the tithe of the land is the Lord's. Period. Leviticus 27:30. Jesus also validated this ought you to have done and not to leave the other undone. Matthew 23:23, talking about tithing. The writer of Hebrews said, here men that died received tithe, but there Jesus received them. Hebrews 7, verse 7 and 8. Jesus is the one that receives our tithe as our eternal high priest in heaven. Somebody hearing what I'm saying? Why are we struggling in our businesses? You won't tithe it, never. All the tithe of the land is the Lord's, whether of the sea or the tree is the Lord's. There is nothing you tithe from that goes down. We've been going higher and higher as a church forever. Yes, sir. Praise.